attempt 2. Game crashed in the last one, so let's see how this one goes. Hey, tank. So when you take salvage or money, so if I take full money, I get less salvage. If I take full salvage, I get less money. However, the caveat to this is if I get 4 parts of one mech, I get to build the mech. And when you build a mech, everything inside of it survives. So, for example, if I was to build this Hephaestus, I'll just pick a random one because I can't remember which one's which. Everything inside of it is intact. So I could theoretically sell all of this. Oh, okay, this was a bad mech to choose, but it does prove the point. This is actually like a really bad mech, so probably wasn't worth in the long run. But I mean, you know, everything's intact, I could sell it all. Engine fuel cell. How much tonnage do you get in this thing? Basically, yeah, you can... It's kind of a... It depends on quite a few things. But I think on average, you end up getting better stuff for doing salvage. Money is more consistent, while salvage is more high roll, let's say. So you're more likely to get stuff with salvage that would be extremely difficult to get with money. But then sometimes you can just get absolutely shit salvage and you're just kind of kicking yourself. I'm trying to think of the cooling on this, but I mean, it's still worse than a double heatsink kit on anything else. It's not even that kind of special. I guess we'll just sell it. 460. That's actually pretty good. But yeah, the fact that you salvage everything inside of it is kind of the big part. Because it lets you almost choose what equipment you want to take. Kintaro, Wyvern, Swordsman, Wraith. I almost want to bring in the Blackjack, I think. Oh, you're pretty good though. I don't have enough slot. I've got a lot of really good mechs. Okay, we might be a little bit close range here, actually. For a defender base where they go all over the place, we might be a little bit close range. Okay, yeah, swap out the black. Swap out that. Yeah, hopefully this time it doesn't crash. But yeah, how are you doing, Tank? How are you doing, man? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully everyone had a very enjoyable Christmas. This is a much needed coffee. Even though it's like 6 PM for me, this is a much needed coffee. I've really got to try and fix my sleep schedule ASAP. We need to look again at 4 parts. Well, the thing is with the 4 parts as well, it doesn't have to be from the same mission. I could find 2 parts in one mission, and then, I don't know, like 4 missions later, find another 2 parts. So, there's quite a few things. Sleep when we're dead. If I... Nah, it's been quite a sleepless Christmas this time for me. So, like tonight slash today was the only sleep I had in about 3 days. No, guys, yeah, it is what it is. You kind of just, you get through it. But that's why today's stream was so late, because I actually had to sleep earlier to catch up on sleep. I was going to try and like force myself to stay awake, do the stream, then go to bed, but I just like passed out. I was so tired. But here we are. Ooh, that's the second time I've seen that one, I think, actually. Okay, you're XL. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. It almost sounds too loud. Weird.
Commander?
We'll be fine. Right, so what are we defending? Let's actually have a look at our buildings. Over here. Okay, at least we're in a good spot. In that case, this is going to be a really important area here. Okay, you get over here. Oh, I should be reserve spamming. Shit, I forgot all the basics, legitimately. I don't play for like 4 days and I forget everything. And actually, I think it's been closer to 6 days, even. So like a week. Really goes to just show how ingrained BattleTech is to me. I was like automatically playing as if it was BattleTech. Okay, so they're going for the Gallant. So this is the engineer squad. This will activate our turrets. Okay, so the Irby is now a valid target. You're too far away. I do want to get onto this ramp, like, as soon as I can. Let's just go here. We can indirect the Irby. Let's do that. But yeah, I'm looking forward, because I'm hoping to get into a lot more BattleTech again. I'm really in the mood to get back into BattleTech quite heavily. Hopefully the audio is good for you guys as well. It almost seems like I'm a little bit loud. But, that might not necessarily be a bad thing. Ooh. Oh, you got an LB5. I'm trying to think what the explosion range of this is. Looks about... That should be in range. All things considered. Got a 50-ton mech on the right. I don't want to be on the building. Buildings are very easily destroyed from mishits. Star Slayer. Double heatsink, endo steel. I need to get my hands on one of those. Star Slayers look pretty good. Yeah, you don't really see... I know that they're in BattleTech, but you don't really see them in BattleTech. Ooh, a 6N. I think that's an XL Wyvern, actually. No, standard. Wow. You know what? Not a oh, armor. I was going to say not a terrible loadout, but if we compare it to our Wyvern, there's actually quite a significant armor difference.
Yes, Commander.
Wait, was it to replace the crab? I actually never knew that. Why were they trying to replace the crab? I thought the crab was quite effective. Wyvern's meant to be cheap. Yeah. 6 series. Not enough numbers. What do you mean? Like, there wasn't enough of them made? Could I keep it with the production? Yeah, okay. Okay, so it was less a replacement, more an alternative. It was just kind of like a very similar style mech, but easier to produce, I guess. It wasn't that the crab was bad. It was just a simplified version to some degree. That makes more sense. Slated to become the SLDF medium choice. I mean, the crab was so effective. It was actually kind of disgusting how good the crab was, to be honest. I think that the Star Slayer is also really solid. I'll go for the Star Slayer. I think the Wyvern might be a slightly easier kill. Double CT hit. Turret's alive already. I like that turrets get activated on turn 1 on BTA. Mortar turret, fantastic. Love to see it. Sniper turret, I'll take it. The issue with sniper turrets is that they like to blow up their own buildings. Usually paired with Verbies. Well, it's very on brand then. Okay. Turrets are no joke on BTA. I feel like I'm missing a turret. One there, one there, one there. Is there only 3 turrets? One, two, three. Yeah, it looks to be only 3 turrets. Unless I'm blind. Which is highly probable. Okay, get absolute high ground. I don't like being on this building. Oh, the building's actually almost dead. Yeah, never mind. We're not going up there.
Here we go.
We can still take that shot. That's perfectly fine.
This should be good.
Okay, that was actually really poor. That was, what, 460 something percent? And a lot of misses.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. You just get close enough to jump next turn.
On the move. Full speed.
Tell you what, city maps are destroying my FPS right now. Mortars. Incendiary is an interesting choice. Really good hit. Fantastic hits there, actually. I'm trying to think how to get myself that Wyvern. Everything's rugged. Why does everything have to be rugged?
sensor lock.
Holy, what was you firing? Was that double AC-10? Ultra 10 maybe? Oh god, this map is making me lag so bad. I love urban maps, but it's just so laggy. That building's going down. What? It survived? Didn't it have like 4 health? Apparently they didn't hit that building once. That's got to be like an Ultra 10. Double AC 10. Okay, so it was the first guess. Oh, it would require 2 hits, wouldn't it? Okay. Let's actually reserve with you then. So we get a better sensor lock. That's fine with me. Star Slayer NWO.
What do you need?
It would just be another energy boat. Wouldn't it? At the same time though, like there's no unique mechs they can actually add anymore, right? Until they add more unless they add more equipment into the game. There's really not many chassis they can add. It would be really good because it would technically count as what year was the Star Slayer made? Like what what's the production date on it? Is it like the 30, 50, 30, 60 era? I really know nothing about them.
Good to go.
That's actually something, this is something actually I meant to bring up a while ago, because me and One Spicy Nick were kind of joking about this, but sounds like a potentially quite fun thing. We were kind of debating, like we were joking about making almost a BattleTech podcast, so to speak, but less towards like, because me and Nick don't know, like we play a lot of BattleTech, we know like bits and bobs that we like hear in passing, but we don't like know too much, you know, compared to most people. We kind of wanted it to be less of like us knowing stuff and talking about it, and more just like us learning stuff, if that makes sense. Like, that could be potentially like really fun, but I don't know if it would necessarily be like interesting.
Sensors locked on.
We joked about it because like we always, I don't know, when we did the technical difficulty stream, let's call it, when we were having issues with modded MechWarrior 5, people actually really enjoyed us just sort of just talking about the game and just kind of like our general bullshittery. And we kind of memed on it a little bit, and we were like, you know what, actually it could be quite fun. But then we didn't think much of it, because it was just sort of like, we don't know enough about the lore. Well, finish it off. Ooh, pilot injury. 3 parts. That should be 3 parts, I think. I think we blew off the torso, but it's a pilot knockout, so if we already have a part of Star Slayer, which I've definitely fought them before, We could potentially get a Star Slayer.
On it.
It's I don't know, it's one of those mechs where whenever I come that was fast. Whenever I come against it, there's always someone in chat like, "Oh yeah, the Star Slayer, that's so cool," and I'm always like, I don't know anything about it. Hearing that it's a replacement crab actually teaches me more about it than like any description. Because I understand the crab quite well. I understand its like strengths and stuff. So it's cool that I can imagine it as just I can imagine it as just like a second coming of the crab. So that instinctively tells me what it's capable of to some degree. I will have to. I don't have the resolve, do I? I have to take off probably the PPC. I was hoping to use emergency cool there and just get a second shot in. How you doing though, Kenneth?
Commander. I got it.
I'm doing decent, just pretty tired. Other than that, I'm not too shabby. How was my Christmas? It was very mix and match. Christmas Day was pretty good. Went to my brother's for Christmas. It's the first time that engine destroy. That's really good. It's the first time that like I've actually me and my brothers have all been together in one place for a while. That was quite nice. Mostly my fault. I'm pretty much the black sheep. I don't go out much. Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, on Christmas Eve, my granddad went into hospital, so it was a very tiring Christmas because we've not had a lot of chance to sleep.
Commander.
So yeah, it was very mixed bags. Some things good, some things not so good, but overall, it was overall I think good. I guess. Right, so we need what? So much CT structure. That music is very loud for some reason. Do that.
Reporting.
How about yours though, Kenneth? Hopefully yours was really good. And everyone's in chat for that matter. Hopefully everyone's had a decent Christmas overall. I think if I want to go in range of it. Or do I just want to sensor lock it? Actually, if I reserve, that forces him to go first. Which then I can then move sensor lock and we're in a really good spot. That'd be a lot of heat gem, right? Yeah. Because it's a crit engine on top of Mech is on fire.
Waiting for orders.
Both of those together is a pretty nasty combo.
Ready for orders.
Next turn, I think is reinforcements. Let's try and save the mortars.
Waiting for orders.
We can fire lerms every round, and we're perfectly fine. So try and give it some decent movement. We don't have to worry about destroying excess buildings, which is nice as well. There's no fine on us for destroying buildings. Engine crit, lovely. Oh, actually, that's not so good. It was expected, but it's not so good. There's no real good stuff in that wyvern.
Standing by.
So that's everything dead. Okay, let's just get everyone up to this middle area.
Good to go.
And see where we can go from there.
I have the win.
Mortar carrier. Fuck yeah. I feel like the audio's been a bit weird. Let me see if there's... I'm always paranoid about audio. My PC loves to do weird shit to it. That was much louder than I thought. I do apologise.
Receiving you.
That's a bit more on par, I think.
Affirmative.
Especially running a Royal one in your current MechWarrior 5. SRM Streak, Shrieker 10, LPL, Medium Laser and Small Laser. I mean, nothing will be as funny as the catapult me and Nick have made. That thing is just too funny. 2 LRM 20 Artemis tier 5s, and I think it's got 4 SRM 8 because MechWarrior 5 is MechWarrior 5,
Double time.
and SRM 8 exist for some bizarre reason. But that thing is just hilariously overpowered right now. I'm looking forward to doing a full stream with it. We only did like a couple of missions at the end, because we built it at the very end. But that is going to help us out considerably. Honestly, the Lerms are lawn like Satori. Like, he's not even been using the LRMs. He's not even been using the SRMs. The LRMs alone is coring everything because they're Artemis. It's just been hilarious to watch.
Sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Okay, so what do we have? Hollander. That's the artillery one. Raven. Another 30 tonner and a 35. We don't know where the other lance is yet. Let them all move first, because they'll give up their spawn protection. Okay, Spider. You really don't like that tank, but it's not my tank, so I don't really care. Second Raven. I was going to do Essential Lock, but I'm trying to think if it's worth it. Because with 2 Ravens there, it might be more worth to go for a kick. Although a Essential Lock on you would be really good.
Receiving you.
I'm not in range to kick any of them, so that's putting me back towards Essential Lock. We could jump onto... The issue with going this close is it puts me in melee range. I do get to go second. So like if they go before me, I get to move pretty much straight away, so only one of them can hit me. And that's if they land the kick. Okay. Yeah, this is more to try and get rid of the Holland. Oh, I've already used it. When did I use it? I mean, okay, that works. I actually don't remember using my sensor lock.
Aye, aye. Commander.
Also, you started with an onion. Yeah, it honestly in MechWarrior 5, it's very much it's a lot harder to manage heat in MechWarrior 5 because the actual statistics don't tell you much. The only way to really feel what the heat is like on a mech is to field it.
Yep.
There's only so much you can learn from the actual like gauge from the mech club, which is actually kind of cool. I kind of like that in a way because you can always surprise yourself. Are you XL? No, standard. Oh yeah, 'cause you have to be standard, I think, to have the thumper.
Tango down.
That went better than I expected. What's all this then? Bloody Dubs, how's it going? What have I been playing, man? Mod? What's this? Mid 2022? It's been a while. I did say I've been coming back to it, man. I've been really enjoying it, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of struck a different chord this time, and I'm genuinely enjoying it a lot more. Yeah, I get it, man. Kind of like having because I took like a free 4-month break or something from BattleTech entirely, and coming back to it with fresh eyes has like really just made me enjoy.
Full speed.
I got too stuck in the numbers. Like, after playing BattleTech for so long, I was like constantly just like thinking everything as like numbers, and it just got very draining. So taking a break and coming back and just kind of like enjoying it for what it is. It's been really fun.
Standing by.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to probability. How's Lance going? We've got a very unique looking Lance, I think. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place. We've got Lerm Wyvern. Probably the best swordsman I've ever made. Black 5 to SRM4's medium laser. Was that a Wraith? That is indeed a Wraith. There we go. Binary PPC with 2 large lasers. Very toasty, but actually, how'd you get that much on there? Slow it down a bunch. Yeah, put a XL280 in it, because it had a 365, I believe,
How's it going?
originally. Downed it to a 280. It's still plenty quick enough. And yeah, it hits like an actual truck. Because binary PPCs are pretty strong. Pretty strong. Oh, this is the Kintaro. It's actually on the ground. The bleeper is pretty busted, yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit on the,
Let's do this.
Yeah, it's called the bleeper. Yeah, I saw in the, what's it called? Flavor text. Always I did so I could drop 2 SRM6 in favour of the bigger engine for more speed and heat sinking. Honestly, sorry, if you're having heat problems, SRM4s are really good. Like, not everything has to be SRM6. I like the large amount of large lasers you've seen. Long range is just way too important. I'm still in the kind of mindset of I think range, yeah. It's kind of, it's one of those situations. This is a part of the math I have kept, is the sort of, there's a mix between accuracy and having all your damage in one location. You can have like the most powerful things in the world, but if the damage is going everywhere, what's the point? You kind of want a mix of damage fall off. Can you hit anyone else? No, it's the only one you can hit. It's right, it's not as effective. Yeah, I've been enjoying the kind of a bit more of a chiseling strategy. It's kind of what I've been calling it. You know, let's go for the headshot. I get lucky. Oh, right torso. Well, it hit. I thought that was a headshot for a second. No, XL engine. Okay.
Good to go.
We are currently using our Owens as a scout as well. I do need to upgrade that, I think, at some point. Ah, oh, you're a bit out of position. Yeah, you're stuck.
No problem.
But yeah, we got into not on Owens. Yeah. I'm just waiting for a Raven I can use properly. Mortar carrier. That's the mortar turret, actually. It looks like only one other lance dropped, though, which is cool. Defend base with just 2 lances. Yeah, we're defending this, but yeah, it looks like only 1 extra lance, unless it's sort of spawned over here, potentially. And it's struggling to get over.
Yeah.
Oh, my tank is way out of position. Oh, urban maps. It's AI, never doubt the inability to go anywhere. Yep. I feel that one. I was going to say now. I had something on my mind, I've completely forgot it.
That didn't hit.
Jesus. That's double AC-10 for you. That's actually a really good tank. $900 armor. That's a really good tank. Yeah, I guess the speed is the only real downside, right? And he's got a bulwark. What a madman. Oh, you've even got an ECM? Or is that because you're around someone with ECM? That's because you're around someone. Yeah, just in range of one, yeah. Who's got it? Aha! Was I even needed for this mission? Yeah, I didn't just look at that properly. What the f... It's got LBX slugs and clusters. Wow. Oh wait, did that have a mix of Artemis? Oh, it has a mix of Artemis and normal LRMs. That's interesting. Did I see that right? Or was that just showing me the wrong... It was showing me the wrong tank. Okay. I wonder what causes that to happen. Sometimes it shows you the loadout of the previous thing you had selected.
Waiting for my opening.
It's weird. Oh, they're probably with the tank. Sometimes it's goofy. Yeah, I've noticed it. It catches me off guard every now and again, but for the most part, I can kind of catch it. Oh, I was hoping to kick you. That's a little bit annoying. Oh, just out of range for the kick. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. I've got extendo legs. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, that one tile right there. I'll take it. Uh, 99% because... Well, just because. Pilot in 10. Running through flames is fine. Kicks are easy, yeah. Maybe should have done the mortars first.
Yep.
In hindsight.
Ready for orders.
There'll be a little bit of friendly fire now, but I think we'll be okay. As long as I don't crack my own armor, it's kind of negligible. I have begun to learn in this run how insanely strong mortars are.
Ready for
I kind of slept on them every time I've played this mod so far. Mortars are really good.
firing jump jet.
You kind of look at you look at the numbers in kind of in the mech lab, and you're sort of like, they're okay. When you're in the field, they're incredible.
Mech destroyed.
Especially when you got them on a vehicle. Lovely. That should be everything, because only one lance dropped.
Hostile eliminated.
Rip spider. It's only a spider.
Mission successful.
Deserves to die. The amount of times I've been DFA'd by a spider, it's not even funny. Oh no, I always expect DFA. It's I swear I've been cursed on this mod for DFAs. Do I? Okay, I have one Star Slayer. Do I get myself a Star Slayer? Star Slayers are great. Yeah, we were just talking about them earlier because I have heard of Star Slayers, but I never knew too much about them. Tanker was kind of updating me on what they were used for. Like they were the replacement for the crab, apparently. Like whenever I hear about Star Slayers, everyone loves them. But I just never knew kind of what their role was. Yeah, apparently it was kind of like an easier to produce 50-ton laser bot. Yeah, just a 50-ton, just really solid. Get it out there, kind of fill up your numbers. How many Raven parts do I have? I might just grab the Raven part regardless. Yeah, I need one more. Okay. LB5, medium pulse. Ooh, free ferro fiber. I think we've got plenty anyway, but that's quite nice. $50 one of the sweet spots for tonnage. Kind of depends. I think it still struggles with ballistic, but for missiles and energy, it's really good. I think ballistic, it's still a bit on the struggling side. So if it's a laser bot, it's really good.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Oh, the ads just triggered. That's unfortunate. Well, we're looking at the Star Slayer anyway. That's actually, it's actually a really good loadout by default. Uh, yeah, I figured that'd be the case. You double heat sinked, 2 large, 2 medium, SRM4. Can this side not have an actuator? That's quite interesting. So only the left arm can have an actuator when there's nothing in it. I guess that's kind of a shield arm. Oh, that is interesting. Two large, 2 mediums. Okay, what can we do with this? What can we do with this? I mean, hell, we could give it a triple large. It's pretty basic, but it would work. Hey, Craig. Yeah, it is the man himself. Ooh, we could do double pulse. There's a pulse in the store. So we could change these to double pulse lasers. I'm doing pretty solid, honestly, Craig. I'm a bit tired. It's a pretty busy Christmas. Words are hard. But doing pretty solid, I would say. I'm actually really tempted to run double pulse here. I haven't really messed with pulses yet, so actually this will be a good way to do that. Uh, large pulse.
New weapon systems available.
That's just a purchase bug. Okay, Ferro out, at least for now. I'll put it back in if I have the slots. XL in, SRM out, armor. Three slots left. Probably another heatsink or two. Getting heat on jumping. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I try to think if that's enough firepower. I don't have any TTSs at the minute. I've only got the slots for one, so we'll stick one more in. Oh, actually, didn't we have an exchanger somewhere? I don't know what that comes under. I must have already used it, or I didn't buy it. The ER Large. I was debating ER Large. It would line up really nicely with the pulses, but at the same time, yeah, there's the jumping problem. And heat. Well, my idea was to put pulses instead. Just have it able to ignore a lot of evasion. Because that's what, effectively 2 evasion ignore, roughly. Could almost give it a tag as well. Is there enough slots? There ain't enough slots. So I would have to remove a jump jet. Oh yeah, left arm. I've got to move it to this for the sake of building. That's with the small laser gone. We could just slap in a tag. And honestly just call it a day. I don't have a tag. Oh, there we go. I'm blind. Got a heat bank. I think I'm using it already. Doesn't seem too bad, actually. Actually seems like a pretty solid air crash to do the advanced TC. Oh, yeah, because that replaces the cockpit, which is 1 ton, right? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Breaching shot. So I can precise strike with pulse lasers. Are you going to try a new version of BattleTech? Yeah, probably will crash. Hey, Artemis. I mean, I've been waiting for a long time for the BattleTech. BattleTech was actually the reason I took a break for a while, because I knew the game saving... The save breaking patch was coming out in November. And then they kept pushing it back, so I kept having a longer and longer break. But then Bloody Doves released the update for this. I was like, you know what? I'm really in the mood to play. Let's give this another crack. And I've been enjoying this a lot, so I might I'm not going to immediately go to Rogue Tech. I'm going to try and finish off this run to a decent degree.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
It's going to be a bit, yeah, that's what I'm expecting as well. They got lots going on.
In light of this, I'm ordering all hands to the med bay for precautionary cycle antibiotics. No arguments, people. Just do it.
I need to put jump jets in this. Is that too much ammo? Depends how good my gunnery is. Maybe not. I don't need the... That's for an ECM eventually, but I do need to put... Oh, I don't have any jump jets though, do I? Because they're 1 ton each. The Rifleman is so awkward. It's such a fun mech. Doing jams. Yeah, that's what I was thinking with 3 tons, yeah. But it just doesn't get into range. It's a bit too immobile. Ballistics are heavy, yo. Yeah, we were just talking about that, weren't we? I mean, even if these were LAC 5s, right, they'd still be... $6 tons each. But the Rifleman could benefit from a vehicle to reload it. I've actually not messed with that stuff yet. They're 9 tons. LAC 2s. Yeah, I would love one. If I could have one more LAC 2, I would happily do it. But I still need the jump jets. Like, I'm finding it so hard to play a mech without jump jets. Like, jump jets are almost mandatory for me in BTA. You're just have a coward who can't climb hills. It's not my fault height advantage is overpowered to shit. Okay, Star Slayer's being built, but we'll leave that.